What's up, my Moon Tribe? This is Haley, and this is Moon Tribe Tarot. I am here to do Virgo's mid-monthly from December 15th to the rest of the end of the year. From then blah blah blah. I can't talk cool. Alright, I'm not restarting the video though. So this is for Virgo from December 15th to the end of the year. I've already gone ahead and pulled off camera. All of the messages that you will receive today are general collective messages. Take what resonates and leave behind what does not. If you would like a personal reading with me where your story 100% matches what I'm going to say to you, you can get all the information for how to contact me in the description box below. Without any further ado, let's get right into it. For basis, we have the Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles represents this sort of juggling. It represents taking on home life, sex life, whatever life. It represents taking on more than one thing at once. It represents maintaining a balance, but this card indicates that you can't kind of do everything all the time. It's kind of a stressor's card, but the basis is that you are taking on a little bit too much, and you need to safely put something down before it is dropped for you. The desires is the King of Cups. So Virgo, for you, for the King of Cups, I feel like as a desires, the King of Cups is somebody that is of he's a higher standard king-signed individual. And when I say higher standard, it goes pages, knights, and kings. They all rank for maturity from lowest to highest. He is of his true form, his highest self. He is his higher self. And he represents healing, somebody that would be there with their emotions, would be understanding with their emotions, would understand how to use them, to aid other people, to heal people with their words. He'd be a good tarot reader. He would be good with somebody in the healing profession, a therapist, a doctor, a nurse, or whatever it is. He would be somebody that heals other people. He would understand how to heal. So your desires for the rest of the month, Virgo, I almost said Taurus. For Virgo, for the rest of the month, your desires is to sustain this emotional capability, to be of this higher power, and I feel like for some of you, you might feel like you're not unable to maintain relationships, but I feel like a lot of you might feel like that, I don't know if you think that you struggle with them, but you want to be able to better express your emotions, definitely. So here's the interesting thing. We got the Devil, but it was clarified by the Eight of Coins. When I get helpful, it is always usually things that are going for you. So I can't read this in a negative way, even though the Devil isn't the best card. So let's see how we can spin this around because I understand where this is going. So the Devil represents bondage. It represents kind of being stuck to an ideal. It can even represent addiction. It can represent an addiction to other people, to drugs, to booze, to money, to whatever it is that you are addicted to. And it is clarified by, I asked why it came out, and I got the Eight of Pentacles. So the Eight of Pentacles represents a working situation where you are putting a lot of work into something, whether you are studying for a new job, you're putting in skills at school. I just reversed that, didn't I? You are putting in skills at work, you are studying in school, you're trying to hone in on an apprenticeship, you're trying to incorporate some sort of skill into a job or some sort of aspect in your life that, okay, I get this as workaholic. I get these two combined as you are almost addicted to, it doesn't even have to be that you are addicted to money or necessarily that you are addicted to working so hard, but I definitely do think that you are at least a little bit obsessed with thinking about what you can do to further develop your skills, to further, it could be a relationship kind of thing where you desire to put in the work obsessively into work, home, relationship, whatever this turns out to be. I did get that you desire some sort of emotional connection, so it could be the obsessive want to work on something really hard, or it could be a new relationship. It doesn't have to be, I'm just throwing it out there. For some of you, it might be that. But for others, it might be work. It's a general reading, so take what resonates. But for some of you, it might be work. For others, I think that you are just hardly. I think you are working very hard on some sort of skill that you want to manifest for yourself. Here's the thing, though. We have on the opposing. I feel, okay, so Judgment. Judgment comes up as opposing, representing that it represents that there is a new beginning. It represents that there was some sort of awakening. There was some sort of call. And I'm almost getting the sense when Judgment comes up and you're reversed, that you are almost either not heeding the call, It's either that I just picked my nose. Cool, I'm not ruining it. It's either that you were not heeding the call, or that it is literally a new beginning that is scaring you. There's some sort of calling that you're being called to that you are working really hard on. Again, this is kind of like a duality thing. I got this for you last time I did your reading. You kind of had this duality thing going on where you want to put the hard work in, you're obsessed with it, but at the same time you are afraid of where that goes. I feel like you're afraid of that new beginning. I feel like you're not fully awakening into your power, and I feel like you're not fully allowing something to rebirth. I feel like you're not heeding the call. And that's, oh my god. Okay, come on, Virgo. Come on, get with the program. I know that you have so much shit going on. But I really feel like you are missing an opportunity to heed a call on something. I feel there's a rebirth that is right around the corner, and I feel like you're ignoring it. And it could be anything from a new relationship to like a job. It's something that you are being called to, and I feel like you are specifically. Maybe it's not that you're ignoring it, but I feel like your focus is somewhere else. I feel like there is some. Oops! I just. All right. I'm going to pull a clarity card for judgment. Let's see. Hello, welcome to my channel. Can we have a card for wise judgment in the opposing of Virgo right now, please? Virgo. Come on. Four of Pentacles, Virgo, represents that you are almost obsessed with keeping things at the way they are. The Four of Pentacles represents an obsession. Kind of this obsession. So I feel like you are obsessed with something, and you're not looking at something in the complete... I'm looking at the whole picture now. You're not looking at something in the full picture. With the outcome, we have the Seven of Cups, which represents many, many options. You have so many options on where to go that I feel like you're going to end up making the right decision, because we got Justice as a clarifier, representing that you make a just and balanced decision, that things will play out kind of karmically. But here's the thing with that. Let me go back to the Four of Pentacles really quick. I know I just jumped over really fast, but I feel like you are almost blocking outside emotion. Even though you want to work on it really hard, I feel like you are almost blocking off outside emotion to anything. And I feel like you were, oh my god, this resonates with the reading that I just did for you this month. Stop. It's kind of like the same message repeated twice. I feel like you're heeding a call. I feel like there's a call that you're being called to. And for one reason or the other, you are remaining kind of blocked off to it. But here, you have your options open. You have the ability to do this thing. But right now, I feel like you're more in the daydreaming aspect of it. It's kind of more in the baby stages right now. I feel like you are daydreaming about, oh, where could this go? Instead of going, I'm going there. You're thinking, but what about this? What about that? It's an overthinker card, okay? I know that resonates with some of you. Definitely, it is kind of a card that says if you don't go out and do it, you're not going to get what you want. It also says that the thing that you want to do, that you're obsessively thinking over, is going to play out for you if you allow it to. It says that things are balanced, that things are of, I don't want to say of righteousness, but this plays out in a fair manner for you if you were to take it. So this is the outcome, so I definitely see that you end up on that path to at least choosing something that resonates with balance, with what you feel is balanced. So I do at least see you choosing where to head in this direction for the rest of December. Can I pull one more card for advice for outcome, please? I don't feel right finishing that. I feel like there's something else I have to say. Can I have one more card for advice? Okay, here's the thing. I got two flippers, which means that they flipped in my deck, and they were direct messages. Here's what you need to know, okay, about this. Something happened in the recent past, and it kind of fucked with you, like, really bad. I don't know what it is, but it was some sort of moment that caused extreme disappointment. It was a tower moment, which means that something fell out from you. It means that something fell down. Your playing field was leveled. The progress that you had worked on with something fell out. This is a card, a classic card of being put on the path that you are supposed to be on, but you are disappointed and you are overthinking things right now and you can't see what this new path leads to. Here's the thing. Take things, I don't want to say take things with a grain of salt. Take things, I'm not trying to rush you into anything. I understand that this is a lot to deal with. You had this big moment that fell out. It's kind of that heart-dropping moment where you realize that things aren't the way that they seemed. Something fell out from you, and it left you very disappointed. And I definitely feel like that's in the past. I'm getting that very strongly. This has already happened. This is the advice. This has already happened. And you are not heeding the call because of it. But I'm telling you that the tower moment only comes out when we are supposed to be walking a certain direction that we are not currently following. So it is telling us, even though you can't see it right now, and I know that shit hurts, and I know you have a lot of options open, it is saying that you are supposed to be in the path that you are on right now, even if you cannot see it. You are not taking it right now, but you will find that things will continue to play out for you to push you in this direction. It's the universe is gently going to keep redirecting you to where you're supposed to go until you finally say, fuck it, I need to go there. And it's not going to be something where you feel like forced into it. You will naturally feel like this eventually. The advice for you for the rest of the month, Virgo, I know that this is heavy. This just got really heavy really fast. Things will become balanced. I don't want to say necessarily I do see it happening. I do see progress happening from now until the end of December. So I definitely see balance being restored. Justice. It's kind of even a legal karmic card. If whatever fell out from you caused you chaos, you might be able to expect that some of these things will resolve themselves. It also is a card of resolving things that happened that kind of deserved a different ending. It's sometimes. Definitely, you have a lot of options open. This is definitely, I feel like, a new kind of thing that is settling in for you. It is okay to take your time. I'm not trying to rush you into anything. Take your time. Here's the thing. You do need to take your time. I'm not trying to push you into anything. You will get there eventually. But life will keep redirecting you, sometimes forcefully, sometimes not so much, until you get to where you're going. So regardless if you want to get into your calling or not, it's going to happen to you. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. We're all called to something. But the advice here is, honestly, you have your options open. As heavy as that was, a lot of shit looks really good for you for the rest of December. I do see things playing out favorably for you in the end of December. So just keep that in mind. Keep everything I said in mind with a grain of salt. What resonates, take it, and whatever doesn't, leave it behind. If you would like a personalized reading with me, where everything 100% does resonate with me, with you, not me, you can find all the information in the description box below. Until then, it was a very lovely reading for you, Virgo. I hope you have a happy holiday season. Until then, peace out, my Moon Tribe.